Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wight Noise podcast. With me is my co-host, Ethan.
Damn, Daniel.
I knew he was going to do that. And manager, Aaron.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, cool.
We were
We're done.
discussing old memes.
Before, yeah. And gosh, I'm so glad you had to bring it up in the podcast. Thank you for that.
My connection's garbage.
What's garbage now, Aaron?
I mean,
My
mine are
connection.
too,
Oh, yes.
but that's just because I'm afraid of commitment.
I see. The connection between you two is broken. Okay. I understand now.
Aaron,
So any
you had
Aaron.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any crazy
alright.
things you want to talk about?
Yeah, okay. So, alright. Okay, so, get ready. Get the popcorn.
You've been refusing
Get
to talk
the
about
teddy
this with us
bear.
because you've been saving it for the podcast.
I have, because I've been wanting to tell you about it for like 2 days. But I'm afraid my connection's so bad you're not going to be able to hear me.
I can hear you.
That's why we're going to do this as fast as possible. That way you get your main story out of the way.
Then we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's completely
After this
fair.
exposition dump, we're kicking you.
Yeah.
From the whole server.
Yeah.
Alright, peace out, guys. Y'all have a great day. It's been nice being part of Wight Noise.
Just to never tell the story, so he's always in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sunday, around 12:32, I went through a drive-thru at
Around.
Burger King, right? And I ordered my food, and I handed the lady my card. She took my card, and she said, "Hold on, the machine back here is messed up. It's not reading chips. So we have to take it to the front." So she walks over, takes it all the way to the front, and then brings it back and go, "Well, now back here's working all of a sudden. Whatever, here's your card. Have a great day." And hands me a receipt. I was like, okay, that was weird. Whatever. People don't know how to operate computers, obviously. So I drive up, get my food, go park, eat it, go to work, blah, 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 blah. I go to get my car next day to go to my other job, and I'm out of gas. I was like, okay, well, no issue. I'll pull in this handy-dandy gas station, stick my card in the pump, and get some nice deserved gas because I have plenty of money on my debit card. Stick it in, declined. Oh, no issue here because the pump is messed up. As always, in this southern area, rural area, the pumps don't like to take cards all the time. So I walk into the gas station, hand them my card, tell them I would like $10 on pump 6, just enough to get me to work because gas is cheaper in the city. She gives me the payment option, so I stick my card in. It gets declined again. Oh no, that's not great. So I go and stick it back in again, declined again. So luckily, I have a backup card, swiped it, blah, 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 paid for my gas, left. It's linked to a different account completely. So I leave, but while I'm pumping my gas, I was like, well, let me just check my bank app and see see if something may be wrong. Look at my bank app, and I'm $348 in the negative. I was like, well,
Big oof.
yeah, not great. Big not great. So, I sit there and kind of start scrolling through my transactions, and there's just multiple PayPal payments just throughout my account that I definitely did not do for like $170, $150, $398 one of them. I've had a Straight Talk bill. I do not have a Straight Talk account, so that was wonderful. So I get to work and call the fraud department at work, and they're like, oh yeah, your card's definitely been taken. But they were like, it's kind of weird though. It says there's an address on here, and it's a Macomb address. That's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, it is. They were like, yeah, so this means this is probably somebody either you know or somebody that had your card. This isn't just some like random person like in California that got it from a skimmer. I was like, oh, that's a bigger issue. So I call PayPal, and because they got a phone number and everything was like pre-authorized in the bank, so the bank can't do anything yet because nothing's like posted on the account and they can't reimburse me money. So I get all the, I call PayPal, start asking about the transactions, tell them about everything. And they're wondering what my PayPal account is. I told them I didn't have one, blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay. Well, can you give me your card then? No. Well, I think I do, but I think I have it set up for Venmo only. Like, I don't use PayPal.
That's gay.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's no reason for me to use PayPal.
There
I don't
is
have a reason to.
Yeah.
So do you just input your credit card into every single website that you subscribe to?
Yes.
There's not that many that he does, Ethan.
I subscribe to
also-
a bunch of shit, so I need to use PayPal.
Right. Yeah.
A
He's
lot of
not
my
using-
subscriptions are through Apple. Like,
There's that. Yeah.
Because I watch it on my phone.
Yeah. See.
Like, my HBO, my Netflix, my YouTube Red, all of that is on my phone. So it's all billed through iTunes. So I get one single bill for like $40.
Huh.
It's kind of nice, actually. But so PayPal was like, well, what were those transactions? And they're like, oh, one was a BMW X toy car. Okay.
Okay.
One was a wig. It was like a $170 wig. The toy car was the $398 charge.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, so what's this 164? And they're like, well, that is for an iPhone 6s Plus. It's like, okay, well, at least appreciate the fact that she wasn't like, well, I'm not going to break the guy. I'm just going to get a 6. No reason to get like a 10 or something.
And also a wig and a fucking... Hold on. It was like a $300+ toy car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $398 car. Like, it's one of those that he could ride in. Like, she has a son. Because they told me the name. Like, they told me the name of who bought it because she's so stupid. She used a guest account on PayPal and then used her actual name.
Fucking idiot.
So, like, PayPal's like, yeah, this is her name. I'm like, oh, that's great. Good to know. So I looked her up on Facebook. And she lives here in Raccoon. I was like, this is her. She has a kid, too. That makes sense. And then she bought a nose ring for like $5.99. But then...
I mean...
yeah,
not?
like, she was conservative. Decently conservative with her money.
Just not her money, but yeah.
With your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I can't...
Yeah, you don't know?
Yeah, I can't hear you, by the way.
Oh, boy. We have audio issues already. This is great.
It's beautiful.
Aaron, I need you to take your shit. I need you to put it in a nice little box and, like, wrap it up and just get that shit together.
I'm trying. But, I'll finish telling my story, and then I'll restart while you guys 2-man it for a second. I'll do a little boop in and boop out again.
Okay. Go ahead and boop out, you fuck.
What did you say? I didn't hear you. That's not a joke. I'll just finish my story. Don't worry. So then I call Straight Talk because I had to talk to them about it. By the way, PayPal was like, no, they're all cleared on our end because it was on a weekend. So they were still posted. They weren't posted yet at the bank, but they already cleared through PayPal. So it was like a weird in-between time. I just had to wait. But it kind of sucks because that means I have to wait a dispute. They told me it'd be like 10 to 15 days till I get any of my money back. But then I call Straight Talk, and I talked to the lady there, and I'm like, man, my debit card was stolen. It was used to pay an account with you. I need it removed. I need the charge removed. She was like, okay, well, what was the phone number on that account? It's like, ma'am, I don't know. I don't have an account with you guys. It just has... Like, there's just an account that got paid through my debit card because it was stolen. She was like, well, what service plan do they have so I can look it up? It's like, ma'am, I don't know. I don't know how to explain to you that I don't know their service plan. She was like, so they have to have a service plan. I was like, I understand they have to have a service plan. I don't have the service plan because it's not my account. It took so long to get it through this lady's head. And she was like, man, seriously, like, sir, I don't know what I can do for you. I'll just send you to the fraud department. That sounds like who you need to talk to. It's like, yes, this is a fraud transaction. Yes, thank you. I appreciate this.
She should have sent you to the fraud department as soon as you're like, hey, my card was stolen and used to pay a bill to your company. She should have been like, that sounds like fraud. I'm gonna send you a fraud.
Yeah.
She asked me like 4 times what the phone number and what the service plan was. And I was like, you're an idiot.
You should have just gone, hold on, let me go ask the thief real quick as to where that is.
Hold on, I've got her right here.
Yeah.
I chased
What's
her
your
down as a
phone number?
vigilante and handcuffed her. And I'm currently have her thrown against my red Ford Focus.
I'm wearing a Green Lantern-esque mask right now, just covering my eyes.
You know those like masks that you wear to like, what are those parties called? You, like, wear to,
Masquerades.
like, the masquerade party? Yeah, that's what I would have on. Just like run through the city, like run in the Burger King and like.
But
jump through
only
the
a
window.
masquerade mask, like eyes wide shut.
Well, she so I finally got it through their thick skulls that I needed to talk to fraud, and they handled everything. It was all good. Well, it turns out there were other charges that just didn't show up on my account. So she went to Hibbett's and bought some shoes at Hibbett's, and she also tried to buy something else for $250 twice. The lucky thing was it was on a Saturday, or a Sunday, because my savings account sweeps from my account when it's overdrafted. So it would have just kept sweeping my savings to this lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because I have it set up that way. That way, in case like if a bill comes through that I don't know about, it'll sweep and cover it, and I won't get a charge.
I mean, yeah, but then when your card gets stolen,
I've never had my card stolen, and the lady I was talking to Miss Vicky that works at the bank that handles the fraud. She was like, mine used to do that, and then I had it happen one time, and it doesn't sweep anymore.
yep.
So like,
I've had my card information stolen twice. So
One time.
I'm probably gonna take my sweep away, but but so like the totaling amount was like $1,150 she tried to steal from me.
so yeah, pretty conservative with your money.
Yeah, she was. I had to go to the police station this morning. I had to leave work. What's funny is the lady that works with us. We have 3 people that works in our little bank area. So if one person's out, it's no big deal. Well, one of the ladies that works with us had to go to the doctor's this morning, so she wasn't at work. So it was just me and the other lady, and they were going to bring lunch for us. That way we didn't have to go out and leave or whatever. But I had to leave to go do this police report, and it had to be done today. So a lady from main office had to come sit in my teller window and work my teller window for like an hour and a half, so that way I could go to the police station. So I had to call people from other branches to come so I could file a police report this morning. And it was like they ended up getting her on video because the lady over my fraud department knows the manager of the Burger Kings for like the district, called her, and they went and looked at the film. She just wrote it down. Like when she went and walked off, she just like wrote it down on a piece of paper. Like just sat there and
wrote down
my
your
card.
number.
Yeah. But she didn't write down the 3 numbers on the back. She didn't
What
look at
the
my security
fuck?
code. That's why she couldn't get some of the payments to go through.
How has
wanna
she
know
ever used a card before?
She's 24, so yeah.
Then she knows.
You ready?
Man, even like voiceover Pete or whatever his name is.
And the 3 digits on the back. Like he says it.
Credit card
voiceover
number,
Pete.
the credit card number, the expiration date, and those 3 numbers on the back.
All right. So
Noble 6 needs your help.
Yeah.
he like I'm pressing charges. Hopefully I don't have to go to court. Everything should be worked out. But that was pretty much my 2 days. Now it's been like this. So like my account. But what's weird now is I still can't use my debit card because I have these disputes coming back. Well, I got a new card. Like I went and got a new card that day. Forgot to include that. I went and got a new card. But now the bank put money in my account so I wouldn't be negative for all of this. They just like threw some money in there. And my savings swept. So I have like $400 extra in my account that I should have. So I'm like, I can't balance this because I don't know how much of it's gonna stay. I don't know how much of it's leaving my account, like here and there. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So I still can't use my account for like another 10 days till PayPal comes in. Luckily, it was my birthday. So like my card that my dad gives me that he just randomly puts money on every now and then, he put like $200 on for my birthday. So I was like, thanks, Dad. So now that's what I'm like living on. And like and if I need money, I can withdraw from my savings and just like use that. But it's just in the best part, this is my favorite part. Would you like to hear her wonderful name? Hold on, I'm gonna type
Please.
it and I want y'all to pronounce it.
Oh, I saw it. You said, hey, shout out to yeah.
Taekwana?
Taekwana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good old Taekwana.
Works at Burger King. Shout out to Taekwana at
Yeah,
Burger
freaking.
King.
If you're listening to this, Taekwana, you're the goat.
Shout
girl.
out. Shout out for one, stealing card information at a Burger King drive-thru on camera using your real name, and also not writing the security code.
And see, when I went to think back about it, I was like, that transaction didn't make much sense at Burger King. Because, like, as soon as all this happened, I was like, oh, wait, no, it had to be Burger King. Because when she came back, when she was like, oh, now the back one's working, she didn't reprint a receipt. She just picked it up. Like, off the side. So she already printed the receipt. She already did the purchase and then said she had to go in the front. Because the card wasn't working. So, like, the receipt printed, and then she just came back and handed me my card with the receipt. And, like, stuck it in there, like, fake stuck it in, and then just handed me the receipt. But there's no telling how many, like, people she did this to. And, like, just, like, little old ladies, like, lost, like, $100 and $200 and just didn't know.
Yeah.
Because they're older ladies, so they didn't, like, pay attention to their money as much or something like that. I'm low-key glad it happened to me because I work at a bank. Do you know how freaking easy this was for me? Like, 2 days. It took me 2 days to track down all these transactions, get a police report filed, and get her fired. And, like, taken to jail.
So is she actually, like, imprisoned?
I don't think so. Like, they said they were going to go get her, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to fine her. I don't think they would take her to prison. I don't know. It depends if they find more offenses against her, or if she has, like, a warrant out or anything like that. That depends.
I mean, it honestly depends on what goes down once they bring her in, because they'll bring her in for, like, questioning.
Yeah.
And like,
I just hope that I don't have to go to court over this.
oh, dude, I hope you do.
You hope I do?
Yeah, they make a great story. Make a
Yeah.
great follow-up.
I mean, it would,
there you
but
go.
I would also have to miss work. So therefore, less
So?
money for me.
Yeah, but
oh,
still.
no.
Oh,
What's better, content or pay?
Yeah, exactly.
what's the difference?
I mean, you don't get money from this, but it's a good story. So,
I mean, yeah.
and also, how dare you, fulfill your civic duty?
yeah, exactly.
They, the dude that, waited on me, that, like, did the charges or whatever, flamboyant, man. Whew.
Nice.
The most flamboyant. It's like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do here. And I was like, all right.
Nice. What was his name?
What was his name? Do you know his
Darius?
name? I need to.
Darius? Started with a D.
Darius. So he plays League of Legends, is what I'm hearing. There's a Darius in League of Legends. You wouldn't get the joke, but people who listening will. Yeah, they'll get the joke.
There's a Darius.
All two of them.
Yep, all two of them.
I mean, that's
You're
not
totally
a bad
right.
ratio. It's not a bad ratio.
Yeah.
That's like 20%.
It's half our viewership.
Exactly. Yeah. See. Considering our viewers. But I have a good story to bring up. Following up with that, I don't think I've ever talked about how I had to. I don't know how much I can talk about as far as like me having to do jury duty. How far can I talk about it? Like the case, I'm pretty sure is over. Ethan, how far can I talk about this?
About you.
I mean, this is an ongoing investigation. I just told you the entire story of it.
Yeah, no, but it involves you. You're one of the involved parties.
Yeah, I
So
just
I,
I
feel like
was
it's a
just
little different.
I
So
just
it's
sat
legally
there.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know about legally. I don't know. I'm saying go for it as long as if you don't use any names.
Right. So subject A. No, I'm kidding. So I had to go into court.
Lorena Wilson, this fucking bitch.
Yeah. So I had to go to court, and I was there for 12 hours. So I showed up at 9 in the morning, and I didn't leave. Well, actually, it was like 12 hours and 30 minutes because I didn't leave till like 9:30 at night. And it's a 30-minute drive back. So it was like 10 minutes. So I took an entire day off of work. I should have taken another day off because, gosh, I was so tired the next day. And it was 12 hours, so we had to sit in a room, and there was like 500 of us. No, yeah, there was 500 of us
Jeez.
in this room, which is not normal for
That's a lot.
for jury duty stuff. Turns out that there was 5 cases that was going on, 5 different cases going on that day that they needed people for. So the first 3 were kind of meh. They were like tickets, One was a felony, and then the other one was a murder trial.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Guess which one I got stuck in? Because there's 100
Yes. The
people
best
that
one?
went to it.
they picked you for the murder.
I got stuck into that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
I'm jealous.
After I had
So
to
am
wait
I.
for all of that, then they let everybody out who needed to go, and then I got to go to lunch for 1 hour. So I had a one hour lunch break. I went to some random fast food place or whatever for lunch, and came back.
Was it Whataburger?
No, it wasn't Whataburger.
Damn.
But I had Whataburger today. But anyways,
Nice.
yeah, it's good.
Never had
It's
it.
good. It's a Texas thing.
Fucking how? No, it's not. There's
Yes, it is.
Whataburgers
No, it's not.
all
That's
over.
Nah,
What are you
nah.
talking about, Derby? You're
It's
insane.
Nah, it's a
I've
Texas
passed
thing.
him
Shut
like
up.
9 times.
Nah, Dairy
I
Queen.
mean, that's what-
it's a Texas thing. I
was gonna
talked
say,
about
that's
it before.
That's what Dairy Queen wants you to think.
Yeah, exactly. That was the
Torchy's
joke
is a
I was
Texas
making.
thing.
Yes, it is. And I went to Torchy several times as well. But anyways, so I had food, went back, and then they send us into the actual room that we end up in, and you get your little number on it. And I had to sit there for, this probably took the longest amount of time. It was like 2-3 hours that we sat there, and we heard like a summary about it. Every single person there. So all 100 of us heard a summary of it, and only 7 or 8 of us got picked for this thing.
Yeah.
So people got kind of mad near the end of it. Like when the defense asked a guy a question, he's like, honestly, I just want to go home. Like, it's like he didn't give an answer. He's like, honestly, I just want to go home.
Wait,
Like, he's
was
like,
this one of the jurors that he asked
Yeah.
the question to?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, people
this-
didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Was this the stage where the two lawyers or the two lawyers that were representing the two parties were choosing jurors
Yes, that's
and they were
basically what's
asking
happening.
and
Yeah.
they were asking you questions to decide
Yes.
which jurors they wanted to pick.
Correct. How
Yeah.
it works.
Oh,
Here's how it
TV
works
show.
to anybody who's listening and is has a possible chance of doing jury duty.
If you're
talk.
unfamiliar with the
Talk. Start
American
talking.
legal system,
Yeah, start talking. Ask questions. Whatever, because that you won't get picked. Then, if you don't want to get picked, just start talking and ask questions.
I want to
Or-
get picked.
Watch Bull.
Oh God, I want to get picked.
All right, government pick.
Dude, if somebody like signs me up for jury duty, I'm gonna be like, this is the one. This is the one. And if I show up and there's a fucking murder case on the racket, I'm gonna be like, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
I'm
the
gonna
same way,
try
Ethan.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get picked as like one of the jurors that goes for that thing. Oh my God. I get to like help decide if somebody gets sent to prison. The power. Oh my God.
Right? I agree, dude. I've wanted jury duty since I was eligible for jury duty.
Same. Oh my god.
It's such a
I'm sorry.
cool thing, but
Yeah.
I never get picked, and everybody else complains about it. I'm like, you're an idiot. You get paid.
You don't need to pay me.
$20.
You don't need to pay me.
Yeah, like I agree, but like you get paid like $20 or $30 to go do something on your lunch break. You just
I
sit
got
there
$5
and listen to like cases. It's so cool.
I got
See-
5 for 12 hours. That's kind of why I'm like,
Yeah.
I could have worked.
And I
like, I could
realized
have gone
that-
to work.
A lot of like jury duty cases that people get called up for are like meaningless, just bullshit cases.
Right.
You know,
Mine wasn't though, but
yours
yeah.
wasn't,
cool
and you
one.
didn't
Yeah.
get picked. Fuck, dude.
I was in the way back. I was number 112. I'm not gonna get picked.
You
Damn
could
it.
have.
You should have seemed like, I don't know, more ethnic.
Yeah, exactly. When,
Faked an accent or something.
They're definitely not gonna pick me. Literally any like serious crime case, they're gonna be like, this white Protestant dude right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
exactly.
that's what sucks.
I was afraid because I was the same age as the dude that was on trial. That's what I
They
was
should have
afraid of.
picked you because you could have related.
Oh, the defense
Yeah.
should have been like, that guy. We want his puckered ass.
I didn't get to talk
It's
either.
like, how do you
but,
feel about murder? Oh, I love it.
But see, yeah, they asked about that sort of question, and I had a cousin that
Love it.
that died, so
Oh my god.
I had to raise my hand about it. So I don't think they would have picked me because of that. I think they canceled me out also because I was in like the very far back, and it's the
I
people who
don't
don't talk.
care.
So
I
just
love it.
don't answer any questions. Just stay quiet if you want to get picked so bad. Just stay quiet.
It's
they'll
like they
pick you.
look at you and they're like, "What do you do for a job?" And just like look at him back, like stare at him. What do you mean?
Well,
you don't
just
answer?
like usually they only ask people who look like they're at attention because they want to like know what's going on. It's the people who like just sort of aren't really doing much that they'll pick.
So look off in the distance. That's what you're telling me.
See, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, which side I should go for. Like, do I want to get picked by the prosecution or by the defense?
I
Like,
think defense would be fun and just switcheroo them.
A good idea
just
for
like a
for how to
bombado?
get picked by the defense is if he asks a question about like what would you do if like this like case or like a fine of some sort would happen to you. If you
I would
say
murder
I'd
him.
call my attorney, no, if you say I'll call my attorney, the defense will pick you like immediately because he's like that guy will like he could like possibly call me and I could have his number and like I could be his attorney, you know, like
yeah.
that kind of thing. So that's why
That's
he might.
that's the one thing. When you when you watch like crime documentaries and stuff, like I think Tom Segura did a bit about this when he was watching like I forget what the show is, but it was like where they actually like walk around with actual cops and see actual cases. Every single time
I love
that
that bit.
the guy that they're trying to like nail with the crime is like, "Can I see a lawyer?" They're like, "Fuck." And then like
Yeah.
at the end screen it's like all charges against Tayshaun were dropped.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be Deshaun, Ethan? All charges
Jared,
against Taekwondo.
you pick a Taekwondo. But no, like for real, how do people not do that? How do people like if you are if I'm innocent and I'm getting brought in for a crime, like if people are interviewing me, then obviously I don't have anything to lie about. I don't care. Like as long as I didn't do the crime that they want me for, then I don't care. I'll tell you anything. It's like, yeah, I fucked that cat over on 31st Street. I don't care. Like, like I don't get why people are like they're hiding something. Like in fucking procedural cop shows, name one of the 8 billion. There's always that one suspect that's like hiding something, and they're like, they're fucking hiding something, and they're like, we gotta figure out what they're hiding, and then it's like, oh, they were just cheating on their wife.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's literally the only thing they were doing. And I'm like, dude, if you get brought in for a murder charge and you're like, I can't tell him anything because I'm cheating on my wife, like, what's wrong with you? Like, honestly, it's like, I'm willing to have them seriously suspect me for actually killing a dude just because I'm unfaithful to my life partner. I would be like, oh yeah, well, the reason that when so-and-so asked where I was that night and I said this other place is because I was totally cheating on my wife. And I wasn't going to say that then, but now in this police station, oh yeah, I was totally cheating on my wife. There's my alibi. You can talk to the bitch that I was screwing. Like, totally. That would be me, 100%. But if I was guilty, or if I was in some way involved, like guilty by association, or like accessory after the fact, or something like that, lawyer up immediately. Done. Call my attorney.
That
And on
bit,
that note,
by the way, one of
I
the
need-
funniest bits Tom Segura does. It's so
Oh, yeah.
good. He's like,
that and the scared straight bit.
have I seen that one?
Hold my pocket.
I haven't. I will look it up.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Because scared straight is where they take the like fucking like junior high middle
Yeah, the
schoolers
juvenile
to like
kids.
a penitentiary, and they're like, we're gonna show you what prison's like. Because there's the bikes thing that he does.
Yeah.
It was because one episode he was like, they walk in, this big ass burly prisoner is like, "What you in for?" And this kid's like, stealing bikes. This guy goes, "Bikes!" And that's it.
Yeah.
They bring
I'm
him like a
glad,
drawing over and they're like, do you know this man? Oh, that's cricket. I've been knowing cricket for 30 years. It's my favorite part.
Do you know
I'm
Cricket's
glad
actual name? I don't know, man. That's just Cricket.
That's just cricket. Did you kill this man?
Glad-
Oh, yeah. I killed this man right over here. This knife. Really? Yeah.
I stabbed
right here.
him 37 times in the chest.
Oh, he's so funny, dude.
I like that our source of comedy is other comedians.
Is other people's comedy, dude?
Yeah.
Original,
Yeah.
dude. Let's get on this tangent. Original thought is an illusion. You can never have a thought that somebody else hasn't had.
I agree.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
All
you're right.
thoughts.
There's just
We
there are
talked about that at
There's
some
like a
point.
dozen people that think of a joke, and then one person that gets popular because of that joke.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Literally-
just too many thoughts out there.
Yeah,
With
there are.
everybody.
There are.
For real,
Yeah.
like you, Aaron.
I'm a thought.
Fucking thought.
That's a lie. If any of y'all knew me.
Yeah. Well, at the workplace. At the workplace, because you talked about that in the group chat.
Not for lack of trying,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Right.
Hey. It was lack of trying because I didn't know how to try. I'm like, all right, all right, I'll just leave.
We
How
talked
do you-
about that just
See,
like 2 podcasts ago.
Are we gonna?
about a
Let's talk.
dooku-
Are we gonna talk about flirting? Because that's what we're talking about.
I was about to say you
Yeah.
can just roast me. Okay, go ahead.
It's
It's not
'cause-
really roasting
well-
either.
well, no.
I don't think.
I don't even it's roasting. Like it's. I mean, there's plenty of guys that don't know how to talk to girls or men. You know, whoever you're.
I don't like that
sexually
statement because I'm great at talking
interested
to
in.
people, but just not like in that manner. Like,
See, that's the thing. Is it's all in your fucking head.
I was
You
about
don't
to say,
have
I'm
to talk.
fantastic with people, like any people ever, except for like flirtatiously. I'm just like I don't know if it's appropriate nowadays. People got me scared.
See, that's the thing.
I see where he's coming from.
Is
Yeah, I get that.
when I first talk to someone, like when I'm first like I think, like oh they're attractive, I'm gonna walk up and talk to them. I pretty much walk up and talk to them like I would anybody else
Mm-hmm.
that I was a little bit more familiar with. Obviously, I'm not going to walk up to a random like Brett in the bathroom of some bar and be like, "Hey, dude, how you doing tonight?"
Calm down,
Like,
Doc. Calm down. Calm down.
So let me explain my story because I did explain it, but I explained it through text too the other day. So let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Okay, so in a campus situation, like in a school campus, like college, or like even just I don't know, like somewhere public is different. Like, but mainly
then
school
you
campuses.
find out their dorm room number and their exact schedule for the next semester, and
No.
you're getting all their classes.
No, but like I'm saying, like the people nowadays. I'm 21. All right. People my age sometimes look like they're like 15, and then there's sometimes people that look 15 or that are 15 that look like they're my age.
Mm-hmm.
So I get
You're right.
sketch about that because I never know. Like there's no way of telling. So For one,
Okay. Are you flirting by like slapping their ass and grabbing them by the pussy?
Yeah, yeah, like
Then what are you
What?
worried about?
I guess that's fair too.
You've
yeah.
already established that you go on dates to movies with 15-year-olds.
No. No.
I honestly, I don't see what the problem is here.
No. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate this podcast. Hate my internet companies. Alright, so there was this person that came up to like check out the other day at my work, and I was like, oh, they're an attractive person. But I was
And you
like,
check them out.
and I was like, nah, they might be 14 or like 15 or like even like 17. So I didn't know, but they definitely weren't. But I should have done the old standard, what I normally try to do. And I'm like, hey, do you want a belt card? Because you have to be 18 or older. And if they're like, no, sorry, I'm not 18, then I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. And I move on. That's usually my standard check, but I forgot about it in the moment.
Wow.
I feel like that's
I know exactly
that's an
why
excellent way
you.
to check.
Yeah, and I know exactly why you forgot is because you were overthinking so much. Is why you
Yes.
forgot
Yeah, dude.
that, of
such a nerd.
that.
100%.
don't know
Also,
why.
Aaron, have you watched like the first episode of the new season of Stranger Things?
No. I'm watching it
Because like homeboy trying to pick up chicks that come up to his register at like in the ice cream shop. That's what I'm thinking of is you right now.
probably
Anyone
that.
who's season 3 of Stranger Things knows exactly what I'm talking about.
and like
It's also never mind.
and so like
But that's Aaron.
everybody around me.
In the ice cream shop, that's Aaron, but like less hot than that guy. But that's Aaron.
Hey. Rude. Y'all can go look at my Instagram, okay? I'm popping. I'm great. That's not true. I'm bad. But no, like, I even thought about it after. I was like, oh, that person was probably definitely flirting with me. Because they were, like, giggling the whole time and, like, super talkative the entire time and, like, making conversations. Like, yeah, I'm just an idiot.
Yes,
I'm just overthinking
absolutely.
stuff. So,
Since
yeah.
when does anyone like is giggling and bubbly and talkative when they walk up to a cashier? I slam my money down on them like product now, goods and or services.
Yeah.
See, I'm a happy person when I go to a cashier. I'm like, hey, how you doing today? Like, constantly. Constantly,
I'm
like,
like,
happy.
Here's the thing. They're like, this all you want from this place? I'm like, yes. They're like, this how much money this cost. I hand them that much money. And they're like, all right, here's your change and your receipt. You have a nice day. Fuck you. And then I walk away. That's
Ethan, there's self-checkouts that do that already. You can
know.
calm down.
But the drive-through at McDonald's isn't self-checkout. God, I wish it was.
Burger King. Ooh, don't go through that.
That's why
Yeah,
my
don't do
parents my parents freak the fuck out when McDonald's add like the electronic kiosks, because like they've been renovating McDonald's and they have like just boop, digital kiosks that they put in the middle. It's like you don't have to go up and like order food with the person anymore. And I'm like, so literally the only interaction I have to have with a person is when they bring me my food and go, here's your shit, and I go, cool, it's amazing. Why are you clapping? We already did that.
I'm just so happy about it. Hey. Are you going to get confused and clap sync 30 minutes later?
Yes.
All right.
Do you know how long? I was about to say, do you know how long it took me to edit that podcast with Noah?
Wait, did he actually force you to like do more time on it because of that?
No.
Okay, I think so.
Okay,
It's just
so
a
like,
joke.
Okay.
real quick, small tangent to the self-checkout. All right, why do all, like, people past the age of, like, 45 get scared of self-checkouts? Like, they have this thing in their mind where they're like, I don't work there. I want you to check me out. But then we'll complain when the person's slow at checking them out.
It's the machines taking over. They don't want to be taken over by a machine, so they get a person to do it.
It's because they don't feel it's more satisfying to blame a human being
Than themselves.
for your problems than
Yeah.
blaming a machine, because ultimately you're blaming a machine is like, all right, well, I'm just blaming nothing because 9 times out of 10 it's not the machine's fault. And then you have to face the reality is like, oh, Maybe I fucked up. But when you go up to a cashier, it's always their fault.
Yeah.
That's true. You're probably right. Because I can go through my... Oh, like, not McDonald's. I've never used the stealth thing for McDonald's. I can go through...
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
We don't have one, like, in Macomb, obviously. But,
Really? There's one in fucking Tylertown.
Okay, maybe we do. Maybe I'm a liar.
Tylertown
Because I
McDonald's
don't
has
know
those
when
fucking
I
kiosks. If backwoods buckfuck nowhere has the kiosks.
I'm sorry to anybody in Tylertown.
If you live in Tylertown right now, get fucked. You're in an awful place.
Shout out to...
Shout out to my hometown. Don't find my house, please.
Don't find
My address is.
It's not even in Tylertown.
Shut up.
Shut up.
I thought about saying, isn't your hometown in blank? Or isn't that where your house is located?
Yeah.
Dude, if you say the actual name of where my house is, there's like 3 houses there.
Yeah.
You mean right next to the church? Okay.
It's not an exaggeration. There's actually 3 houses there. So that's how I know it's buttfuck nowhere. But nah, add more kiosks to shit. Like movie
Everywhere.
theaters having kiosks.
Especially Burger King.
Yeah.
The Taekwondo
Kiosks
needs to get out of there.
I'll be honest
Can the
though.
title
if
of
the
our
movie
podcast
theater-
be Taekwondo?
if
God, no.
the movie theater has a kiosk though, I think there'd be a lot more kids going to like R-rated stuff though.
Oh, no. Like, no.
So?
The local movie theater here has a kiosk.
How does that work?
You walk in the front door, and then
Hold on.
you walk up to the screen, and you pay for your tickets, and you put your credit card in. I don't see what the problem is here.
We don't
Yeah,
do
I'm really concerned.
lot of
I don't
that.
know what you're talking about.
we don't do a lot of that here. That's why I'm confused by that because we still have like just the basic like booth system.
Like the tellers outside with the
Yeah.
speaker windows.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, no, they have those too. Like that's there as well. But if you want to just say fuck that, you can walk right in and go up to the kiosk.
Oh, and those are on the left and right sides of the. Yeah, no, I know where those are now. Okay.
Okay, I was about to say,
Let's
because
say-
that's the only way I order tickets. I buy them online, and I walk to the kiosk and have it scan my phone and get my tickets and walk inside.
No, I don't even
Gotcha.
buy them online. You can buy them in there from the kiosk.
You can get them from the.
I buy them
kiosk.
online, that way I have seats already, and I know I have
Gosh.
seats.
Yeah. Now I
'Cause I
remember.
usually
I mean,
don't go
for
to a
like
movie.
for like an opening of a movie or like a big title or something. Yeah, I see, definitely, like ordering them online, like pre-ordering them or something. But if it's like it's a Tuesday night and let's go see this movie that's been out for 3 weeks, then I don't really worry about it.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Liar, plants for hire.
Oh my god, what sucks is he left and I want another drink and I also have to pee.
Wow, you guys would literally leave me here by myself. You know what? That would make
I'm not
interesting.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that now, asshole. Obviously. Last
Yeah.
thing I want is you with all the power.
Oh, I'm the host. I don't know why you're so afraid.
Are you?
Yes. There's no debate over this. I
want
have
you to
the
know-
title.
I want you to know that's one of my favorite running gags.
Yeah, you're welcome, because I technically started that. So,
it wasn't you.
no, as host, I claim. Yeah, no, it wasn't me. You're right. there was some a little extra help.
You
There to-
informed me about that.
Yes,
but
I did. I did inform you about it, and then I put it on. What episode was that? Was it our second or third episode that got
It
brought
was,
up?
it was like number 3 or something.
Well, actually, it was number 2. But yeah,
Yeah. This is like some Star Wars original prequel bullshit. It's like, oh, well, that's the 3rd one. You mean the 6th one? No, I mean the 3rd one.
yeah.
Fuck.
Shout out to us having a number 0 episode.
So now that Aaron's gone,
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
Yeah. Right. Same.
For real.
I feel that.
I think one of my favorite, like my most proud. I don't know if anyone else found it funny, but one of my most proud moments of insulting Aaron, which there have been many. I insult Arian. Arian? Mm-hmm. He is the master race. I insult Aaron quite a bit. But I think my favorite is when, in the middle of our 0-hour video, when he jumped on my elevator platform and I called him a fat-thumbed fuck. I thought that was funny. It's funny because he was born with 3 thumbs and he got 1 removed surgically. Ask him about it. True story. True fucking story. I've seen the scar.
Interesting.
He has no middle name.
Yeah, he's weird. He's really
And he was
weird.
born with 3 thumbs. He's a freak. When I call Aaron a freak, I mean it.
He's secretly a Men in Black alien in disguise.
Dude, like that, or like he had some like boy in the bubble type shit go on when he was real little. I'm not convinced he wasn't grown in like a petri dish.
Test tube child.
Maybe his eyes were like genetically modified to be like super fucked up, and that's why he watches everything on his phone instead of his goddamn TV. I don't know. Like like his retinas are like the size of fucking pinholes, so like only so much light can get through. I don't know. We should ask him about it.
Yeah, we should. It'll shock him when he comes back.
It's like a government super soldier. It's like a government super soldier program, you know, like Captain America or fucking Laser Team or whatever. Except they're like, let's make the most fucked up human being that we can. Like, let's try to reverse human evolution as far as we can. And it was at this point that Ethan realized that maybe he was laying into Aaron a bit too much while he was gone.
Yeah.
This is what he gets for not watching the podcast after we put it out. He's never going to know about this.
He's never gonna hear about this. Yeah, no. We'll just
'cause he
start
doesn't-
bringing it up, and he'll never know as to why we like even thought of
Exactly. It's going to be on the internet for his disclosure, and he's not going to ever hear about it because he doesn't
Right.
watch our content.
it. Nope. Freaking weirdo. He probably has a third eye.
We mentioned something from last week, a story. We mentioned the dropping the chicken tenders in the water story at Sonic that he told last week.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, was I asleep during the podcast? I don't remember that at all. We're like, that was
him.
your story, asshole.
He said it.
Completely forgot about the story that was his, that he told. That's like we coming back next week. Let me make a joke about like somebody stealing my credit card info. And he's like, did I miss something? There's some
Did I?
inside joke that I don't know about?
Wait, you got your credit card stolen? When did that happen, Ethan?
Wild.
What? Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. It's never happened to me.
Yeah.
Fucking goldfish, man.
Goldfish with 3 thumbs.
You 3-thumb goldfish having ass.
He's never gonna hear any of this. This is great.
This is great. It's turned into the fucking destroy Aaron. Welcome to We're Assholes to Our Best Friends, the podcast.
Yeah.
Salt to the earth, though. Bless his heart.
Yeah. 10 minutes of just Ethan and AJ by themselves talking about Aaron. We're about to ruin this whole man's career.
We're about to ruin this whole man's career. Were it so easy.
Indeed.
Indeed. When Aaron gets back and we have to stop roasting him.
Yeah.
Calamity. If only we had more time. Fuck. He's back. Oh, God. Is he ever going to unmute himself?
No, probably not.
Why is he typing? Oh, God. His shit's probably still fucked.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, my God. We're going to have to do another clap sync.
Enjoy your editing, Ethan. It'll
real,
make
though.
what we mentioned a lot more
Yeah.
worth it.
Aaron better send me his audio on time so I can fix this shit. This dog shit dumpster fire of a podcast that we try to produce.
Yep. Every week.
How
we
does
try
anyone
every
listen to this shit? I feel like
Don't know.
I feel like that's gonna get old because I feel like half of our content is talking about how shit our content is.
I'd say like a quarter. You gotta calm
Solid
down.
quarter.
It's a solid quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid Washington.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? What is he? He's typing. He's typing in our chat, but he's not saying anything. Yeah, I know, but you could say shit. You don't have to type it.
Okay. Okay, Ethan, whenever you're ready for dumb claps.
Are you recording?
I am now.
Okay. I'm putting our bit in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was letting you.
All of our audio is going in.
Okay, I figured.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Aaron's bitch.
We're back. All right.
Well, actually, we never
I'm
left.
back.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right. So the reason I didn't talk is because it didn't make any sense because I wasn't recording yet. So it would just be talking.
You should have been
nothing.
recording.
You should be talking to nobody.
If you were recording, you wouldn't have been talking to nothing.
I should have just
Well,
muted
he's-
my. Can I mute?
So you
can you
coulda-
mute Audacity? I could have just muted Audacity and left everything going.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you could have.
Yep.
I will know this for next time.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Well, now, since I said before Aaron left that I had to go pee, now I really got to go pee.
Okay. Man, I just get to be alone with each other. So, hey, Aaron.
Hey, hey, Derp. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, doing.
I got a new chair. It doesn't squeak
Do you want to
anymore.
talk? Do you want to talk crap about Ethan real quick? Do you
Because
wanna-
that's what happened to me. Is that what happened to me?
No. You're
I'm
good.
sure it did.
You're
I'm
good.
listening to this podcast now.
What? Why would you don't ever listen to our podcast? Why would you listen to
I
this
know.
one?
Because I feel like y'all talk crap about me.
What? You want to like what? Listen to our podcast just to like hear if we were talking crap? Nah, we were talking about crap about you.
I mean, it was around 30
But-
minutes. I could skip to it. I
But
know.
do you wanna like talk crap about Ethan though? Like
I don't have anything bad to say about Ethan right now.
what? Come on, he's like the biggest nerd. Like
I mean, that's fair. He's an anime boy.
yeah. See, you got something.
But, like-
anything else ahead of that though is like really
But
personal.
he's gonna go. I already know about that. I mean, I can dox him.
Yeah, no, that's no fun. That's no.
Okay.
Because like all of his stuff's like super personal. Now that I think about it, like it kind of sucks.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey,
Oh. Hey, yeah, we weren't talking crap about you. I wasn't gonna
No.
dox
Oh.
you.
Yeah, that. Be
Actually-
original.
sorry, Ethan. It was my idea. I'm sorry.
Also,
I mean, I kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Ethan's gonna feel bad about what I said. About after what I said, right, Derp? He's gonna be editing this and he's gonna be like, "Oh, Aaron." I feel like
No, because it didn't happen.
At least I'll actually hear what you said about me.
Eh.
Aaron pondering the thought of actually watching the podcast. Like,
Oh,
I already
no,
said-
he said he
No,
will.
I already said
he
I
said
would.
he will. Yeah, he wants to
I'm-
see if we were
I'm
talking
not
crap about him, which
watching it.
we didn't. So you know. Yeah,
It's
he
just-
won't watch it.
it's
Duh,
at 30
Ethan.
minutes. So I just skipped 30 minutes and listened to what you said. And I leave.
I
This-
can see you're really a true supporter of the brand that we're trying to create here.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you really? Well, you have to. Derp, you don't, do you? You do.
I listen to every single one of our episodes. Yeah,
You
you,
do,
remember?
'cause you did it on
yeah,
my
you
account.
said. Yeah, you even said you were like, nah, AJ's the type of guy that listens to every episode, and I do.
Yeah, you
It's
do
not
too.
always just me that listens to it like by myself.
You know who else
And I
listens to
listen
every
to-
episode? Our biggest
Hmm?
fan, Carly. Our
Oh, I thought you
absolute
were mentioning
biggest
Q.
fan.
But yeah.
Also,
Carly is probably our-
in a
I
sarcastic
thought you were gonna say,
same manner,
Kurt Cobain or some shit.
in the same manner, Questions, our second biggest fan, that thought we were so cool and wanted to play Destiny with us, but didn't care anything about our content. Appreciate it, Q. Appreciate it. Shout out to Q. But he's never going to hear my shout out.
Yeah, he's never gonna listen to this podcast.
Yep. It's a real shame, man. It's a real shame.
Shout out
Yeah.
to people not listening to our content. I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, like, shout out to shout outs, though. Like, actually.
All right, we need to fucking stop.
I mean, why not?
When you get that far,
I mean-
then it's a good time to stop.
I mean, come
No,
on.
Aaron. No. I saw what you were trying to do.
It was funny. It was clever. Wasn't clever,
Mm-hmm.
but it's funny. Hey, Derp, have you told him your idea? Have we talked about our idea of what we want to do?
For like a series?
Yeah.
Or no, we didn't bring that up while you were gone.
Go ahead, Derp.
Mutual
with-
masturbation videos.
Yeah, that's a good topic. That's a good little series to have. We'll have like different episodes of it. It'll be a long run out series.
What'll be long? Oh.
You got a
Coming
point,
soon.
Aaron. You got a point, Aaron. Nothing will be. Just the series. That's it.
You're not wrong.
Just like all of our best videos, it will not reach completion.
Just won't have a conclusion to it. Yeah.
No climax.
Yeah, nope. But we
Alright,
in
so-
all seriousness, we plan.
Yeah,
to,
let's tell Derp.
yeah, we plan to do Minecraft and have an actual server for Minecraft going on, and do an actual series for it. As to when, I'm not 100% certain.
Can it be called "Get the fuck out of my room"? I'm playing Minecraft.
I don't think so. I don't think YouTube would like us doing that. But I mean,
Fuck YouTube.
yeah. I mean,
With all
come
due
on.
respect, fuck YouTube.
That's where the majority of our viewers come from, Ethan. You have to calm down.
Yeah, I know. The people on YouTube, they're fine.
Okay.
But YouTube itself, fuck YouTube. Alex
Yeah.
Jane YouTube, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Is that who made what?
Yes, Aaron. There's somebody with the last name YouTube.
Uh huh. That's the founder of YouTube.
Yeah.
Alex Jane
Wait,
YouTube.
Ethan, were you the person that was like, no, you weren't. One time somebody said something about Sam something. Like, and I was like, isn't it Sam Walmart? And they were like, yeah, that's it. Sam Walmart. And I went, oh, right. Like I thought it was. And they were like,
Yeah.
no, stupid. I was like, oh, you're being sarcastic.
He's nothing compared to Peter Starbuck, though.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Peter. Oh,
My man
we stopped
Dave
doing that,
Duncan.
That's right. But yeah, we plan on doing a Minecraft series. It'll be pretty cool. I hope so, at least.
Dude, I haven't played Minecraft since I was like fucking 15.
and
It's
this
gonna be lit.
is it. Yeah, see, because of people like you, this is why it's going to be good. And I think Wyatt, because maybe Wyatt will join. I don't guarantee that. I
Never
don't
count on
guarantee
Wyatt
that.
for anything ever.
Correct, except for getting 1K apparently.
What?
Moving on.
I forgot how we got 1K. I forgot. Oh my goodness.
I'd repress that asshole. Wyatt got 1,000 voices on his first goddamn clear of Last Wish.
Wasn't his first
I'm
clear?
upset.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
First time opening a chest. Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing.
He was with a dude who had cleared it like 30 something times and never gotten it. That guy was pissed.
I bet he was. I'd be mad. Beautiful, man. That's some.
Shout out
That's
to
some
LG
Aaron
loving
RNG.
everyone but me.
What's up?
Speaking of RNG, the fucking stars have aligned this week because
Yeah.
Strange Terrain, the Nightfall that I need to get Braytech Osprey, it's back. It was
Yep.
only gone for 1 week.
Yep.
That's like, it only skipped 1 week. It was Braytech 1 week, and then the Corrupted, and then Braytech again.
And you needed the corrupted, didn't you?
Yeah, I needed that one, and I got it.
Yeah.
But
after
then
Derp
the-
got it twice.
You got it twice, and I already had it.
That one wasn't too bad. I think I only had to run that one like maybe 6 or 7 times before I got
Yeah.
it. So
Yep.
all in all, not super grindy. But Strange Terrain, I ran for probably like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
I never got it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's the one
That
I
was
got,
fucking-
right? Or is that the one Noah got?
No, that's the one Noah and Aaron got.
Okay.
The rocket launcher, the Braytech Osprey. I need that. And also, the Escalation Protocol is all 3 weapons. Aaron, fuck you. I don't care. Don't say. The Escalation Protocol
the
is all
dead
3
horse.
weapons this week.
Keep smacking it.
So if I can get the 2 EP weapons that I need and get the Braytech Osprey, then I can complete my Wayfarer title. Because, we hadn't talked about Destiny this podcast, and it was due.
Yeah, I tried passing the fact that Wyatt got 1K. Just was like, Well, I got 1K. Okay, moving on. But no, you caught on. So
You can't bring up Destiny and expect me to not go on like a slight tangent.
I think I'm out of Destiny for a couple weeks, maybe.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I mean, you could just raid. We could do raids.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
September.
I'm down for that. I just
There's like
started
4
playing Overwatch
raids that you
again.
haven't done.
There's 4. Technically, there's 2 raid layers in there, but yeah,
No, we discussed this
they're
because
called
by
raid layers. They're
yeah,
raid
and by that
layers.
logic,
They're still a raid. I know, but they're raid layers.
Crown.
They're their
Yeah,
own
but
thing.
by that logic, then there's 3 because Crown of Sorrow.
Okay, sure. There's 3.
Because you were arguing that Crown of Sorrow is its own raid, but Eater of Worlds and Spire of Stars aren't because they're on the Leviathan.
Yeah, they're raid
But-
layers.
But Crown of Sorrow is also a raid layer. It's on the Leviathan.
Is Crown of Sorrows? Is it titled raid layer?
I will go check right now.
I don't think so. I think it's just titled the raid.
If so, then that's bullshit
it's-
because you get to it through the same exact menu as you get to Crown of Sorrows, or the Crown of Sorrows, Spire of Stars, Leviathan, and Eater of Worlds are all on the same like Leviathan menu.
But I can understand Spire and Eater of Worlds being raid layers because they're like one room. That's it.
Eater of Worlds isn't. Spire of Stars is.
Yeah. See, but my point, like right there, like Eater of Worlds is not just
And
one room, but it's
Crown-
small.
Crown of Sorrows is also like one room.
No.
Yes.
It's-
You walk into the opening, then you do that shit, then there's a jumping puzzle, and then you stay in one room for 3 phases.
But that's no different than Eater of Worlds then.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
I'm saying that Crown of Sorrows and Eater of Worlds are basically the same thing.
I was about to
Just-
say,
just check-
Ethan just won this argument.
just check if Crown of Sorrows is a raid layer. Just check if Crown is a raid layer.
I was remaining neutral until the same point Derp was arguing, got completely rebutted, and then Derp agreed. And I was like, alright, Ethan won.
Nah, hang on. Nah, because it depends on if it's called raid layer or just a raid.
I mean, if it is called a raid and the other are called raid layers, because I know that they are called raid layers, then that's
See?
stupid.
Nah, that makes sense to me.
How does that make sense? They're the same fucking thing.
Okay, so for one,
Practically, in practice, they're the same fucking thing.
the season for Opulence is a lot larger than when the raid layers came out. 2, there's a lot more lore content that goes in with Crown of Sorrows than there is for Spire and Eater of Worlds.
Yes. Yes.
In all,
I'm not arguing that.
Crown of
That's
Sorrows
just-
is a lot larger than those two, which is why if Crown of Sorrows is just a raid, that makes a lot more sense, and those two being raid layers.
Yeah, that's not the raid's fault. That's the game has just gotten better since Crown of Sorrows and Spire of Stars.
That's not true. Because Leviathan in of itself was like a whole raid. And that was like a raid.
Yeah, no, Leviathan, like OG Leviathan is a raid.
Okay. Are you
And-
like are you gonna blame Activision for them having crap raid layers and for them being raid layers? Is that what you're gonna do?
For Spire of Stars and Eater of Worlds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Figured you're gonna do that. Just blame a company. Just it's Activision's fault, you know.
For stifling the creative process of Bungie?
No,
Yeah,
I
because
agree
that's
with
what
you.
they did.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. That that's exactly what they did. But you're just gonna go they called those 2 raid layers because Activision sucks on Bungie and ruin their time on things.
See, the thing is I don't dislike. I've never played Spire of Stars or Eater of Worlds, but and yes, I would have preferred if the raids for those expansions, because they were not just seasonal updates, they were full-on expansions that you had to pay money for. I would have preferred if they had better raids that were more like that were actually related to the story that happened in that expansion. Like if for Warmind, if the raid had actually been like if the final boss had been Nokris
Yeah.
and then the
Zol.
raid had been Zol.
Yeah.
Also, get the fuck out of here.
Why? What's
Leviathan, raid, Nessus orbit, grow fat from strength, fire team, 6 players, cooperative, Xbox Live Gold, blah, 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 blah. Crown of Sorrow, raid, Nessus Orbit, grow weak with pride.
Okay.
Leviathan, Spire of Stars, raid, Nessus Orbit, on the wings of Icarus. Leviathan, Eater of Worlds, raid, Nessus Orbit, in the belly of the beast.
When
They
did
all say raid. None of them say raid lair.
When did they switch those names? Because they were called raid layers, and you
When Crown
kept
of
calling
Sorrows
them
came
raid
out,
layers.
probably.
If that's
Probably
the
took
case,
Crown of Sorrows came out, and they're like, oh, we're putting out this raid that is a raid, but it's effectively the same thing as these other two things that we call raid layers, so we have to change our terminology so shit can match.
Yeah.
Well, then that's just retconning. That's dumb.
It's not retconning, it's changing the terminology so shit can match.
That's Bungie fixing what Activision messed up.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, if you're going to call one thing one name, and then you're going to call another thing another name, and they're effectively the same thing, you got to take a step back and go, okay, hold on. These two things are effectively the same thing, but they have two different names. We need to fix that.
Well, then they could have done Crown of Sorrows as a raid layer then.
Yeah, but then it would have carried the reputation of Eater of Worlds and Spire of Stars, because everyone fucking hated those.
What? You started cutting out there. I didn't get to actually hear your audio there.
I was saying that if they had put Raid Lair on Crown of Sorrows, and if they said, we're coming out with a new Raid Lair for the Leviathan, everyone would have been like, oh, it's just Crown of Sorrows and Spire of Stars again. This is going to be a piece of shit.
But it's Bungie now, not Activision and Bungie. So
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
so
new
you're saying
players
that
aren't gonna do
Activision
that.
was the one that fucking ruined it?
I said that, yeah, they kind of sucked the energy out from Bungie. I agreed with you there, but I just no.
I don't understand what you have the problem with here.
I have an issue with them naming things and then having to change the name to things. They should have just stuck with something and not changed it.
Derp, I changed
I
my
don't-
name on Xbox how many times?
Yeah, and I hated you for it. You know how many jokes I made about you changing your name and like spending money to change your name? I was like, just
Probably.
stick to
Also-
something.
Also, calling them raid layers is confusing when you call everything else a raid, because then new players are going to come in, they're going to be like, all right, what's the difference between a raid and a raid
Okay.
layer? And then
Okay.
somebody who has played it has to be like, well, basically nothing.
Now
There's
that's
nothing different.
Now that's what I want to know is who came up with the naming system for raid layers and raids then? Because if it was Bungie, then yeah, no, I can put complete blame over Bungie for that and then having to switch the names. Because then that's an
Alright.
Activision.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, when they first released, when they came out with Spire of Stars and Eater of Worlds, I understand calling them raid layers instead of raids, because you only had one raid at the time. You had Leviathan. So you had the D2 version of Vault. And basically, they wanted to come out with something and be like, all right, well, this is the raid that we came out for this expansion, because if we don't make a raid, then people are going to be pissed. But this is sort of a half-assed raid, because we're using the same location. It's just a different boss, and there's like different loot, but it's all sort of themed the same way. And as far as lore is concerned, it's really not that lore heavy. So we're going to call this something different, because people are like, all right, if Leviathan was our vault, this one's going to be our Crota. Come on, baby. But it's comparing Eater of Worlds or Spire of Stars to Crota is like, oh, come on. So they had to differentiate somehow, because the people that were playing Destiny were the D1 vets. They were expecting something D1-esque. But now that we've come so far from D1, there's so many people that play D2 that have never ever played D1, much less played any of the raids, that they don't have to worry about changing their terminology a little bit to receive flack, because no one's gonna put in a Reddit thread or a comment, it's like, let's shit on Eater of Worlds because it wasn't as good as Crota. No one's gonna bring that up this late in the game, so they can change the names without
Now that I
getting
disagree
flack.
with. I do think that there's only D1 vets at this point playing D2. Until
a million active daily players, and you think it's all D1
mostly
vets?
D1, yeah, because I've been seeing nothing but people from D1 coming back to D2. Everybody that was playing D1 at the beginning and then were playing D2 from the very beginning were mostly newer players trying to play a completely different game. And then, like, once that story was over, then that's why it got so much hate, was because it's these new players playing a completely different game, and they're like, there's no content here. What are we doing? And then all of those new people ended up leaving, and then now it's just D1 veterans. Shoot, Bungie even said like they're going out for like a D1 veteran specific like game.
I know.
So
I know that.
That's
I know
because
that's
the
what they're
majority
focused to.
is D1 veterans.
But I have had friends who I know who play games, but they never played Destiny before, who have contacted me in the last like month and a half and been like, hey, I started playing D2, any tips on how I should start out? I've had multiple people contact me and be like, I've never played Destiny before, but you know, I got it free on PSN or something like this, and like, I'm gonna play Destiny 2 now.
I think it's like a 60-40.
I've had multiple people. I mean, I'm
Maybe
not arguing that
70-30.
there's a bunch of D1 vets coming back that like started playing D2 and then fell off because it was bad when it began, and then it's getting better and they're like, oh, Destiny's good again? I like Destiny 1 so much. Hopefully this will, you know, scratch that itch again coming back. I'm not disputing that that's happening a lot. It's definitely happening. And I know a lot of people who did that. They started out playing D2 and then they fell off and then they're coming back now. And I think there's a ton of people that played D1, loved it, started playing D2, played it for a little while, fell off, and are coming back. I feel like there's a lot of people that never played D1, started with D2, played it for a little while, fell off, then came back. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are also just starting and getting the game now because it's gaining so much traction. And also because it's, like it was free on PSN like 2 months ago. So I feel like there's a mixture. I don't feel like it's all one demographic.
There's also the possibility that there's people from just like Bungie coming, like Bungie fanboys.
Yeah.
That's why I started playing Destiny. Because I was like, Bungie's making shit again? Hell yeah.
That's
Because
why
now
I
it's
first started
just
playing D1.
Bungie, like it's not Activision too. So like people are gonna see that and they're like, oh yeah.
People that are like in the bathroom doing the Halo theme song, probably gonna go.
And I know a lot of people are just I've seen. Well, I say a lot of people. I've seen like a bunch of YouTubers who played shit like, you know, Call of Duty and Fortnite for a long time, and that's what they like made videos in and played YouTube videos, and that's when they made videos and published it, and then they started playing Destiny 2 again.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people who like came off of playing Fortnite and Call of Duty because, you know, that shit's getting kind of stale. They're like, oh, Destiny's been adding a bunch of shit to it. Let's see what's going on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like it's all D1 vets.
I'm saying the majority is D1 vets.
I don't think the majority is D1 vets.
Why not? That makes complete sense as to why the majority would be D1 vets.
I think a solid percentile, like probably like 40%.
I'd give it more than that. I'd give it like 60.
Yeah, for real. Because they've brought back exotic weapons like for the D1 vets.
No, I'm not saying that they're not making the game for people who've been playing it for years and for their good supporters. That they are doing, and that I am proud of. Like, I like that they're like, all right, the people who we actually need to start making this game for is the people who've stuck with us for like 6 years. Those are the people that we need to start making the game for because they're the ones that buy everything that we produce. So maybe we should start making products for our most avid fans. That's what they're doing, and I'm happy for it, and I know a lot of people are happy for that now. But I don't know if a big portion of the million active daily players are as people that are like, oh man, I've been playing since D1 beta.
I wouldn't say D1 beta, but I would definitely say during D1's release. Or at least around.
Ethan, are you a D1 vet?
Kinda,
Yeah.
not really.
He started during Taken King, like around the end of Taken King.
No,
yeah, I
did
started
you?
during...
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I thought you were after Taking King. I thought you were like pretty much when the game was finished.
No.
And you were like...
No, I started playing like right before Rise of Iron came out.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot then, but when I started, it was like right before Rise of Iron came out, and then I really started playing like right after D2 came out.
That's what I was
Because
thinking.
D2 came out.
Because I remember being blown away.
Yeah, no, D2 came out, and you were playing it, you and Tavish were playing it like madmen. And I was like, huh, you know what, I own D1, and I played it for a little bit. Maybe I'll give it more of a shot, because Aaron's recommending this D2 shit, and I already have D1, So, you know, I'll play a bit of D1. If I like it enough, I'll buy D2. And that's what I did, is I played the shit out of D1 for like a few months. And I was like, all right, I like this enough. I'm going to buy D2. And then I bought it, and the rest is history.
I was about to say, and you haven't put down the game yet. As Tavish said,
Nah, I
you
put it
beat
down
like
for a couple
whore.
months.
He did it for a couple months between the Forsaken and Opulence. He had it gone for a
Yeah.
little bit.
I didn't play.
Did you play?
I didn't. I didn't
didn't?
play Xbox.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Off.
I played.
Yeah.
I played. You want to know what I played during that? That was the dark
You
days
played
of
League?
Ethan and Pokemon Go.
Oh.
Yeah,
That was the dark day. I did play a little bit of League with some people at college, but yeah, that was the dark days of Ethan playing Pogo.
Oh, you've made a mistake now, Ethan. You commented on the fact that you play League of Legends. There's gonna be somebody who will send you an invite.
I played a little bit of League of Legends with a
this
group
is-
of friends for maybe like 2
Yeah.
or 3 months.
It won't
we
matter.
met maybe once a week. I didn't play League a lot.
Yo,
Please, God, don't invite
I've never
me to
played
this game.
League. I've never played
I don't like
League.
MOBAs.
I've never played League, but send me invites. I'll play top. I'll frag. I'll do it.
Okay. You'll play top Garen. I'd be curious, or top Darius. Curious to see how that goes.
No, that's
I
the
was
gay guy
bottom.
that took my stuff.
Surprising no one.
No, that's Tarek, and he doesn't go top lane.
I don't even remember who I mained in League.
Do you have like an idea as to what they look like or something?
God,
Like,
no, dude. I didn't know the game well enough to learn names.
What lane were you going?
Bottom.
Okay, so that helps me out a little bit. Were you doing damage or were you like a support type character?
I was support.
Okay,
Damage.
so that helps me out a lot. Were you a robot?
No, it was a hot chick.
Okay, that
Anime.
Did she have a piano?
No.
What
What?
type of weapon? What type of weapon was she using? There's a character that
I
has
wanna
piano,
s-
kind of like Chang'e.
I want to say like cowboy gunslinger esque,
Oh jeez.
but that could be completely wrong.
But it was a girl.
It was a chick. I could be completely wrong. This was like a year and a half ago.
I'm thinking Misfortune. And if it's Misfortune, that's not a support character, but it might be Misfortune. The person who might send you an invite would probably help me out with this when we go back and I have to
I
listen
mean-
to myself again with her.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold on.
What?
While we're recording, I still have League installed.
Okay, you're only making it worse for yourself, but carry on.
I'll install League
I'm-
tonight. Don't worry,
I'm-
guys.
I'm opening up right now.
Oh, you're gonna have to go through so many updates. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Wait,
Watch.
Is
This
there a
is good listen
3v3
time.
mode in League?
There is.
Oh God.
There's a
Oh
3v3
God.
mode.
It's gonna automatically update me.
Yes, it is. You've made.
Oh, it's only gonna take 3 minutes. It's only a gigabyte.
Yeah, it's only.
One-
Yeah, wait.
It's only a
That's-
gig and a half.
That's for the starting screen. Then you have the actual update when it brings you to the login screen.
Fuck. I guess we
Have
won't
fun.
know who my League main
Yeah,
was
no, we won't.
a year and
Hold
a
on.
half ago.
I'll look it up
We
online.
won't. Yeah, there's a website for that. That'll help you. All you
I'm
need
just
is
gonna
like
type
your.
in gunslinger chick on League. See what
It's
comes
gonna be Misfortune. It's gonna come up Misfortune.
Our name sounds familiar. I may have not been support. Like I said, this was a year and a half ago.
If you were doing damage, you weren't support.
Yeah, I know what roles are,
Okay, good.
In video
Just making
games.
sure.
but I just said
Sandra?
support because that's what I normally play. You
Heisendong?
can say whatever name you want.
You'd have
What?
to show him a picture.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I don't think it was Kaiser.
Was she-
It would have been.
This looks like her.
Hold on. Let me look.
This is great. This is great for an audio podcast.
Was
This is
she-
really good?
Was she anime,
Excellent.
Ethan?
Dude. I don't know.
That's gonna be for every single character in League of Legends.
Because I see
They've
I
really
see
gone
the
with like a.
misfortune,
Yep.
and I understand. Ethan
Yeah.
probably picked her.
I'm gonna Google League of Legends hot chicks.
What I'm thinking was Misfortune. It's what I'm thinking. If I get this right with Misfortune, it's amazing. Because gosh, from like a year, you giving me details, and I get it right. I'll feel good.
Legend
I'm seeing just a lot of cosplay.
Yep.
champions.
Welcome to League of Legends. That's basically the entire fan base.
League of Legends support role champions. But that meta could change, so like they could fall out of meta, right? Or do they? Or
League of Legends.
Misfortune
female
hasn't.
champions.
She's a solid basic character.
all right, I got a tier list here for supports.
It of course would have been like a very
Well, now, yes, very what basic
Like- easy to play.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm
Hold
thinking
on.
it was
Is
Misfortune.
it Janna?
It's either Misfortune or Soraka, and Soraka does not have guns.
Hold on. It was a bitch with a bow.
That's
I-
Ash.
I'm remembering.
That's Ash.
It was Ash.
There
I'm
you
looking
go.
at her right now.
It's
it was
Ash. It's Ash.
That's who I played.
Thank you for saying bow and no longer guns. You said bow.
Yeah, no,
I knew who it was. Yeah.
Hey,
it's Ash.
Ethan,
No, yeah. I'm looking at Ash right now. It's totally her.
Yeah.
do you need to
Okay.
download Smite now? We can all play Smite together.
Good to
Fuck
good
no.
to know.
I,
No.
See, the reason that I know that I don't like MOBAs is because I played League for 3 months.
Yeah. That do it.
MOBAs are fun.
That's a.
I love MOBAs. They're my favorite.
You should,
don't
you
like
should
MOBAs.
play League with a certain person. Be really. I would laugh so hard having to be in that voice chat, and out of my like 4 years of playing League of Legends, hearing you having to learn it. Oh, it'd be so good. Oh, it'd be so good.
I want
I mean,
you to
see,
get Overwatch.
I'm not opposed to playing it, but all right, username. What was my username?
After all the changes that have been going on with Overwatch, I don't want to play Overwatch. I'll be honest with you.
I want to try it. Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Can I talk about those real quick? Do we have time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Overwatch is doing this new thing with role lock. All right. If any of you play Overwatch, you know why that's kind of an issue. If you don't play Overwatch, the way Overwatch is meant to be played, the day one of it is first day when it came out, like first I think month, you could have as many of one hero as you wanted. Like you could have 6 of one hero. That became really quickly broken. So they had to fix it where you could only play one of each hero on your team comp. And then they started adding new heroes and stuff like that. Overwatch is meant to be a game about counters because you can switch off mid-game. You aren't locked into a character when you start the game. You start the game with a comp, say your other team is using a different comp, and you're like, well, that counters us. So you go back to the base and switch real quick and runs back out. Blah, 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 blah. They're making it now where it's called role lock. And you have to have 2 tanks, 2 supports, and 2 damage. And they're saying that was the way Overwatch was always meant to be played. Well, lately, in the competitive league of Overwatch, they have been what they called GOATs. Because it was...
Yeah. 3 tank, 3 healers.
Yeah, and it's been broken. It hasn't been...
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything better than that in like a year. So literally teams, all they play is they just play GOATs. Whoever's the best GOATs team wins. And you just play 3 tanks and 3 healers. So they're trying to fix that. And I understand their issue. I really do. Because you can't fix it. Because if you nerf it, if you nerf Reinhardt, or you nerf Diva, that character becomes inherently bad in any other situation besides GOATs. Just trash tier. So if you want to nerf them out of GOATs, you pretty much just need to take them out of the game. And you don't want to buff everybody else because then the game becomes it becomes unbalanced. So I really don't have a solution for what they're going to do besides maybe trying this out, which is two tanks, 2 healers, and 2 supports. But in my mind, that kind of limits everything because it doesn't, since it's meant to be about counters, it doesn't bode well for switching off. Because there's been many times, Dirk can testify, that I would be playing as a damage or a side tank or even a healer, and somebody wouldn't be doing as good of a job at what they were doing as I could have. And I would be like, hey, can you play this role? Swap with me. I can do that. Don't worry. I got you. I'll switch off. And we would end up winning the game because you're making switches. You're communicating. It's part of the fun of Overwatch, in my opinion. It's communicating your strengths and weaknesses to your team and you going around that. Well, now the way it's going to work in comp is you queue up as a support player and you are locked into only support for that entire match. Everything else is completely locked out of your play. So what? Overwatch has 30 heroes. They're about to add a new one. I think there's 6 tanks, 7 tanks. and like 7 or 8 healers. The rest are all DPS. So you're telling me when I queue up in a game as a support, I can only play 6 healers because there's another support, so he's got to be taking one of them. But a very not niche situation. This is just like higher level Overwatch. You would have to understand this. People usually have mains. I'm either a Reinhardt main, or an Ana main, or a Zenyatta main. I made all 3 of those characters. I played them all decently. I can flex on either of those. But those are different types of support. There is 2 types of support and 2 types of tank. There is main tanks and there are side tanks. And there are side supports and main supports. Because you need big heals to keep the main supports, but you also need side supports for like big ultimates to keep your team alive because they all have strengths and weaknesses. The game's supposed to balance itself out like that. But if people don't understand in lower elos, like I would say all the way to plat in Xbox, people don't understand how side tanks work and main tanks work. You can't run like a Reinhardt with an Orisa. That doesn't make any sense. It's 2 main tanks. Because the purpose of a main tank is to provide shield and cover for your teammates. The purpose of a side tank is to peel for your teammates or to do semi-DPS and pull people out of, like, situations. Like, Zarya is a side tank. She can, like, bubble people. The Roadhog's a side tank. He can pluck enemies and also do a fair amount of damage for a tank. And then there's, like, Diva who can eat other stuff. Like, she can just straight up eat other people's ults. And she can, like, peel for her teammates. She can do a lot. But she's a side tank. So what's going to happen is when this first happens is people are going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a tank main, no worries. And they're going to queue up and there's going to be a Diva and a Hawk. And a Diva and a Zarya. Or like an Orisa and a Reinhardt. And comps are going to be all messed up again because of this. And the communication factor is going to go away because they're like, no, I main tanks, I know what I'm doing. Because people don't understand side tanks and you cannot explain it to them in a match. Because people in gold all the way to plat are just incoherent about like understanding the game. I'm stuck at a gold MMR and it sucks. And I try to pry my way out of it every season and I get close. And I don't quite make it there to like diamond. But I get real close. But every season I go all the way back to gold and I'm like, you guys don't understand the game and how to reset effectively. Because I watch a lot of comp Overwatch. So like I understand the game, but I don't have the mechanical skills to get exactly higher, like to carry myself out.
I think your main problem is that you're on PC or on Xbox. I need to go to PC.
Yeah, but man, dude, am I bad on a keyboard?
Yeah, but that's
So-
like your whole argument gets removed if you just go to PC.
I agree.
So after a whole like account recovery process, because I forgot my username and password,
Yeah.
found out, yeah, the 3 characters, the 3 champions that I have the most mastery in are Ashe, Ari, and Misfortune.
Ari, Ash. Well, you played just anime characters. Okay, cool.
I wanted waifus. Can you blame me?
You played.
You would love Bologna.
So, I'll tell you that said person, whose name is Carly, plays a lot of Audrey.
That's that person. Who I'm gonna name right now.
Non-disclosed
Okay.
person, who is Koopa.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait. When she plays Overwatch? What does she play? Console or PC?
PC.
PC.
Dang.
Duh.
I got about PC
and
Overwatch.
she still has platinum and diamond. Like that. That's why like she's good at Overwatch. She's platinum and diamond.
So she's gonna understand what all I just told you and why it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carly,
Nerd.
teach me how to play Overwatch. Not teach me how, but like carry me in Overwatch, please.
Notice me, senpai.
I'll play Ana. I'll play Zenyatta. I'll play Lucy. I'll just play healers. I can't main tank on PC yet.
She can't play Ana. I'll tell you that. I don't think she can.
I'm
She's gonna
gonna
hate
do
me
it
if she
all.
can. But yeah, so that might be good.
On console.
On console. Yeah, on console.
That's harder. I promise you. That's way harder. I can hit shots. I just don't know if I can like do the keys. Like I'll mess up on keys if I do anything wrong. I can hit shots on PC all day.
Bind them to something that's easier.
Yeah, you have no idea how many times I've like accidentally ulted on Overwatch on keyboard.
That's literally the beauty of mouse and keyboard. Is you're like
You switch to whatever.
that button's in a weird spot. I'm gonna move it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not used to a keyboard. That's the thing, but I got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, oh God, my League update just finished and it made a noise and it scared the dick out of me.
Nice. Oh yeah, it does that. It does like a ding sound, but like it's like a
Swing.
yeah.
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 No, not like that. Like a little more epic. It's got like reverb.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding.
It does have reverb to it.
Ding.
Thank
Ding
you.
with reverb would be nuts. But yeah, so just to let everybody know who's made it all the way through this, we're coming out with a Minecraft series. It probably will be modded.
Taekwondo's going to jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
yep,
want the
definitely.
world to
We found this out now, completely, just immediately, right now. We found that out. But no, we're doing a Minecraft series for certain. So get ready to watch some possible videos of that. If
On God.
yeah, Ethan.
In the
I only
next
said
3
that
years,
because
it'll be out.
Allison got mad that I said on God on the last podcast.
Be great.
she texted me out of the blue, was like, "You said on God, and I kind of want to break up with you."
You're really risking it for the biscuit, aren't you, my guy?
Yeah, I was like, well, there goes Ethan.
Only if she makes it this far.
Yeah.
So if she gets pissed at me, I'm like, "But you watched all the way to the end, so that's a win."
Thanks for the revenue. Oh, we don't make money yet. Never mind.
Yeah.
You guys are getting paid?
Hey. All right. So, thank y'all for listening all the way through this point.
I don't date 15-year-old girls.
He had to make that clear at the very end. All right.
Yeah, no. I've known Aaron for many, many years, and I can, without a doubt, say that he is 5'3", and he's a hedophile.
Neither of those are true.
It's not true.
Neither of those
And
are
if he
true.
tries to tell you
Neither of
different, he's a fucking liar. I've seen it. I've seen it in
Apparently
action.
have fake licenses tucked away. Don't worry.
Yes.
All right. Thank you all for watching the Wight Noise podcast. See y'all some point, maybe hopefully next week if this keeps going.
I mean,
and
we could
nothing
all
happens.
die in a fiery car crash at the same time
Almost
in
did.
3 different states.
You'll hear from us next week, either on the news or on podcast. We'll find out later. But yeah.
Tune in next week